So I've been on quite a number of cruises, mostly in the Caribbean, Gulf of Mexico, some in Alaska, but I've never been on a transoceanic cruise until now. I just completed my first transatlantic cruise aboard the Explorer of the Seas. It was a 12-night, 13-day cruise, and it's different than the other cruises. One of the big differences, well, it's longer. The other big difference is that there are a lot of sea days. We had 8 days where we didn't see land at all. And the first piece of land we saw was an island. And then another 2 days before we saw Europe. So you have to be prepared to, if you're going to do a transatlantic cruise, you have to be prepared to have a lot of sea days. So there's a lot of rinse and repeat. If you don't like sea days, don't do a transatlantic cruise. The other thing is that if you're doing a transoceanic cruise, most of them go east-west. And so you're going to have a lot of time changes. If you're going east, you're going to lose time. If you go west, you're going to gain time. Specifically, we lost 6 hours. If you go west, you would gain those hours. There are a lot of activities on board to keep you busy, so that doesn't seem to be a problem. If you want to just relax, sit by the jacuzzi or sit in the jacuzzi or sit by the bar, you can certainly do that. And that's what this video is about. I'll show you a little bit about the ship and a few things about what I did to keep myself busy. I won't show you anything about shore tours or anything like that. One thing to be aware of if you're going on a transoceanic cruise is where it may stop on the way, because that'll affect what route it takes, whether it's a southerly route or a northerly route, and that will affect how warm the route is. In our particular case, we went to the Azores, so it was a little bit northerly. In our case, the weather turned out to be a little bit cooler than expected, but it was also a much calmer passage. As a matter of fact, the ship's company said it was a very calm passage. So, but without further ado, we'll get on with the video, and I'll show you a little bit, like I said, about what the ship's got to offer and what activities I took part in. So this is the part of the video where I'm supposed to show you our stateroom. But unfortunately, that SIM card got lost. Why they're so small, I don't know. But we were in stateroom 7322. Now, that's a balcony stateroom that it's kind of a standard stateroom, but not a standard stateroom. It has one big advantage in that it's on a part of the ship that kind of extends out over the water. So you have really nice views, and you'll actually see that in a couple of the videos that I take of the pilot boat, and of some of the dolphins that are on that are playing by the ship. And that's nice, but it's on a part of the ship that has the elevators, and to accommodate that, they've actually shrunk the stateroom. So the closet is a little bit smaller, the bathroom's a little bit smaller, the vanity is a little bit smaller. Just everything's just a little bit smaller, and you don't really notice it at first, but then after a while, it's like, why are the drawers smaller? Why is it a little bit more cramped around the bed? Why is it a little bit tighter in the shower? And everything's just a little bit smaller. It's not a huge difference. The couch is a little bit smaller. It's a love seat instead of a full couch. So if you want that really nice view off the balcony, great. But understand you'll have to make up for that with the smaller stateroom. But if you want the bigger stateroom, the standard size balcony stateroom, you'd have to go with the regular balcony. But that's the only difference with that particular stateroom, 7322. On the back of the ship, they have the sports court, little putt-putt area. They also have the flow rider, the water slides. This is also where they have the rock climbing wall. So this is where you would have all you sports enthusiasts could do that sort of thing. We did the putt-putt and and I did the flow rider and the water slide. Faster that time. Here's a pretty good view of the pool area. Adult-only solarium, pool, and 2 jacuzzis. Has its own bar. Closed right now. Where you can really feel the power of the ship.
Mine was a bit anticlimactic.
No, you were looking the other way.
I can't help you with that.
Wow.
I haven't seen either, Scott.
That's something.
Let's have somebody else.
That's amazing.
Here we come. Oh no. The videos are better. Oh, you smiled at me.
Africa on the right and Europe on the left.